Hello everyone, just across here. So I want to talk about where I live, the city I live in. I love it here. Um, I grew up around here. I've always just loved it here. It's a great Hispanic community here. A great Mexican food here. I just love it. I love this community, and it's in Chino, California, in San Bernardino County. Um, I love it here, and so one thing I like here as far as safety wise, because we all deal with bad cops and crooked cops. We've all dealt with that. We've all called the police and had them come up and rough you up or something anyway, and then harass you and or try and take something from you, try and rob you. We've all dealt with really corrupt police, especially in areas like Kern County. But down here in this southern area of that area, like LA County and San Bernardino County, it's not that bad. And here in Chino, our officers wear a Flex body camera, which is always appreciated because it shows that the cops here are not afraid to show people what they're doing in order to protect the public. Now, whenever a cop says, that he fights against recording his activities out there in the public, you kind of got to wonder what the heck he's doing if he doesn't want people to see his public service, right? When they try and say it's a privacy issue as a public servant on public streets, of course it raises a red flag. But here in Chino, I love it. I love the cops here. I've dealt with them before. They're great people. They're real human beings who understand that people are just trying to live life. They're not out here to just take money from you and ticket you. They're actually here to correct behavior that could get someone hurt, to keep someone from getting hurt. And I love that about here. I don't like cops either, but I love Chino Police Department and San Bernardino County Sheriffs. I do love them. There is one thing though, and this has to do with everywhere though, and this isn't really a Chino thing, but this is something that of course did happen here because of government spending. But these cameras each, they cost, if you were to buy one of these cameras, they're going to cost you about $450. Okay? There's different body cameras that go for about $250 to $300. They're all great quality. But the same cameras that Chino Police Department bought for their patrols, they bought them for, I think it was about $1,000 or $1,200 each. The whole program cost around $300,000, okay? I look at this and I'm like, okay, they bought 103 cameras. 103 for about $1,000 a pop. And then they spent, how much was it? They spent a total of $300,000, and the rest of the money went into other equipment, software, and training. And I'm calculating this, I think about it, it's just ridiculous. The thing is the government loves to overspend our money. Like, I work for a hazardous cleanup company. We make a certain amount of money an hour, When it's a government job, it will triple or more than triple. Like asbestos removal jobs. If someone goes out to clean asbestos, they get paid about $13 an hour. Awful pay, I know. If they go and do it for a government job, they get paid $60 or $70 an hour. The government loves to overpay our tax dollars, and it's just wrong. You see, a light bulb out there costs us 10 times more. A street light bulb costs about 10 times more, and what this is they're paying their buddies. So why they would do this is the guy at Flex Camera would know someone here. And the guy here would say, okay, so they're how much money each? Oh, they're $300 each. It's like, okay, we're going to pay you $1,300 each. I'm just throwing out, numbers. Usually it's about that much more, So, like 3 to 4 times more. So it's like, okay, they're $300 a camera. We're going to give you $1,300 a camera. And give you all this extra money as long as you invest so much of it for me in this next election. And that's why there's so much overspending going on with the government. Not just because they're buying a bunch of crap, but because they spend so much more money on a piece of crap. Then you have $180,000 or $200,000 more for the rest of their equipment. Okay, I can understand them needing about 10 more laptops and some training. There's no way that's going to cost around $200,000, right? So when I look at this and you think about how much money it should cost, and then get that and increase it quite a bit, this whole project should have cost the police Chino department about $80,000. But instead it cost about $300,000 of our tax money. Why? And this happens everywhere, and I don't like it. It's annoying. So now that I'm here in Chino, unfortunately I'm on a short-term disability thing right now. I gotta actually get over this. I gotta get over this thing I'm going through by actually actively doing stuff and pulling myself out of this slump, trying to get some energy back, do some stuff. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to be doing. I love politics, so I like to know what's going on. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be dipping into here, and I'm going to find out why they spent so much money. And I got to find out where the taxpayers' money's going, because none of the citizens here, none of you look into things. None of you try and stand up for yourselves. And especially in communities like this, like the Hispanic community, the Hispanic community is struggling a lot in a lot of these areas. They don't have extra money to give out in taxes, so people can just blow it. It's wrong. And for them to get less out of their school system and get less on the public streets, it's wrong. Now, Chino's a great place. I love the cops here. It's very clean. The crime here is very low. I like all that stuff. But the thing is I'm not going to look at what it is. I'm going to look at what it could be, especially with the type of money we are investing into it. You see? My girlfriend's dad, he's a great guy. He said something pretty clever. He said, if the money wasn't taken straight out of your check, and you got your full check, and then you actually had to write a check amount to send to the government every pay period, your mindset on what you're paying for would change. And that's true. If you get paid $1,000, out of $1,000 you get paid about $650 of that, right? Because you could get paid 2/3 of what the money you made. So if you get paid $1,000 and you actually had to physically write a check, $350 every week, every time you got paid, and send that to the government, you would be looking around saying, hey, I am physically paying this much money. What am I getting? What are the cops doing? These are the things that I'm paying for. What's going on? And that's a mindset you have to have, because you are paying for it. Taxes is not the government taking money from you because you owe it from them. Taxes is you paying the government in order for you to keep your freedoms and your liberties, and for them to protect those for you. That's what we're supposed to be paying for. But anyway, this is just hopefully I can talk to more people out here in Chino. Hopefully you guys will check out this video, because we need to start working on this community. It's a great community. I love it here, and it's kind of a shame. I've seen some things happen. I've seen some people enter this community who shouldn't be in here, but still, all in all, it's a fantastic community. I love it here. I love the people here. It's a great community. That's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.